What's up, everyone? Welcome to yet another exciting episode of TM Moments, Toke Moments. Of course, that's what it is. Now, today we have a different dynamic. My big sisters are with me. I know they probably don't like me to call them that. Do you?
It's okay. It's all right.
Girl, are you really going to pull that edge thing here?
I ain't mad at that because too many kids are too rude these days. What?
I love you for it.
I
love you for
first. So
it.
my big sisters are joining me.
Yeah.
We had to change the set because I had to accommodate both of you.
Thank
It's
you.
usually a one set, it's like a one-on-one.
One person. Okay, gotcha.
But this particular topic,
It's
hold my
2-on-1.
chest. It did my chest so much that I say, can I have the two of them? Because I got some questions.
You got some questions.
First, to start with, you both look beautiful.
Thank you.
We have. It's so funny how I have individual relationships with both of you.
Yeah.
And for me, it's never been an industry thing. Like you both have known me right from the beginning of my
Before,
career.
yes.
It's so weird. And I remember one time when I also went through something crazy, even if you were on the other side, because you were kind of related. Girl, bye.
Woo!
Don't
Spill,
do that.
spill,
Sis,
spill.
Don't
I
do
want the
that.
tea.
No, don't do that. You know what you're about to do now is throw me in a bus that I never got on.
You never got on the bus?
No love.
Okay. Well, I thought, it was difficult for me to talk to you about that
I
situation.
understand
because
that
you were kind
because
of
I
related to...
no, I wasn't related.
Well, you know what I'm
Oh.
talking about.
I wasn't related.
tell.
No, those
Oh wow.
Still love you though.
Why
Okay.
is it a day that I haven't slept? I can't have a clap
You
back.
don't have energy.
And I set you up for this.
Oh,
no, but I
God.
love you.
Because
I love
I'm
you still.
I'm going to be so docile, but that's fine.
No, you can text me your clapbacks when you watch it. When it comes out.
Text me your clap back.
I promise
Epic.
I will share it online that this is what Instead said as a
my
repeater.
God.
Okay?
Okay.
But I mean,
So-
welcome. You guys look so amazing.
Thank you.
And you guys
So
are
do
work-
you,
Thank
girl.
you.
What?
Thank you. You're working actors.
Yeah,
I'm
great
super
support.
proud of both of you. Your latest projects, A Sunday Affair.
A Sunday affair.
Amazing. I'll
Thank
tell you why I
Thank
wanted to
you.
have this conversation with both of you because
Go
this
on.
was one movie that sort of did the damn thing in a different way. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Most movies that start off like this,
Yeah.
you kind of almost predict how it's going to
Mhm.
end.
Mm.
Yeah.
Say when two people start as sisters, the devil will find their
Of
way.
course.
And the devil
Oh, but
always
why-
has to be the nigger with something in between his legs.
Listen.
And the annoying thing is that a girl will turn around and say, it was the devil that caused it. He was at home, love.
Thank you very much. Sis.
Minding
Let's
his own
Toyin.
business.
You they say Toyin.
No, she never said it was a devil.
Oh.
She never did.
Well, if you haven't seen The Sunday Affair, you're
Please
probably
see
lost
it.
on what we're talking about, guys. And if you haven't watched it, I don't know why you haven't watched it. It kind of gave me PTSD. I'll tell you because I've kind of been in that sort of situation before.
Oh.
Back when I was in uni, my best friend in the whole world. This was the first person I ever called my best friend. Slept with my man.
Oh no.
Yeah. But the difference is, you guys, Uche and Toyin
Anthony.
managed to. I can't even say Uche had closure because bitch, you died on her.
Toyin died on her.
Toyin died on her.
Let's be clear.
I can't even say
But
she
yeah.
had
I
closure.
didn't even get to see her.
Yeah,
Which
which
is
was
very
even
heart-wrenching.
more sad. Actually,
Yes.
It made that ending so powerful. Even that she was
Yes.
reaching out for her and she wasn't able. Not because she didn't want to. She just
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to
Traffic.
you. Traffic.
No love. You know, South Africa can be one kind.
Finding your way around.
Finding
was
your
a
way
bit-
around.
yeah.
Okay, so the Uber took you round too many turns and then you
And you just
missed your
couldn't be
time.
there for that epic moment.
It's okay.
It
Toyin
kind of
went peacefully.
it made me have a
Ish.
lot of conversations,
Yeah.
questions about adult friendships. Because
Mm.
you know that friendships are so easy when we're younger.
Yes.
When it's
of
just, what
course.
are you went to school? I'm going to London this summer. Can I come and see you in your house? And it's just like cute and nice. But then as we grow older, we realize how female friendships,
Mhm.
for starters, are very complex.
Yes.
And I think they get more toxic because of envy.
Mhm.
And if we as women looked at each other and celebrated ourselves for who we truly were,
Mm.
it would be a lot easier to have friends.
Mm.
Rather, why is it her?
And
That
not me.
and not me.
Mm.
You shouldn't ask those questions. Fan they blow everybody.
Mm.
I
If you
wonder.
blow here, you go blow there. If you blow
Tomorrow,
here,
even though blow
Birds
here today,
fly,
tomorrow
they're
you
not
go
hitting
stand
each other.
Do you,
Like I
do you
don't
know what I mean?
understand it.
It's not. And
Yeah.
sometimes we can also take things to heart.
Mm.
But I've learned over the years, Kotoye.
Too late. Sometimes
Tabi
too late to
Kolotoye.
They
beg.
carry it.
No,
They
it
carry
not
it.
reach.
No,
You
it
know,
doesn't
it's
reach at
because
all.
life's too short to
Exactly.
go on and on about niggly things.
When you say niggly things, let's put things in different boxes because it's nice
Even
for-
a man should not come between two
Yeah,
friends.
but I think
But that
that's-
happens all the
yeah,
time.
that happens all the time.
And because we're in a patriarchal society as
Yeah.
well, the way that everything has been set up, it's always to the women's disadvantage, and then women now are in competition,
So
and
which
then
is-
start seeing themselves
Which
as enemies.
is why we
But
need to
we need to come together.
together.
But I think Toyin and Uche were still together despite their challenges. But my issue with them is female friendships aren't always honest. They're
I was
not
waiting for
always
honesty.
honest.
Yes.
It's honesty.
It's the lack of honesty, because really, if they were as close as they both thought they were, they would have both told each other earlier on that this guy
I'm making
is
an
Sunday.
excuse for Uche
No,
right now.
I understand.
make
but
one.
what I'm
Please
saying
carry on
is,
because Bill said this story.
no,
Because it's Sutam.
no. I'm talking in general,
Okay.
because even for me,
I
as
don't
being
need
in
to
this
take
film,
it. Yes.
it's created those conversations.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
and so you have to now think about it as not just as the character, but actually outside of the
Of the
character.
character, yeah.
And I saw that if they were really as close as they said they were, they would have ganged up on him.
Let's delve in a little bit deeper
But-
and say I feel like
yes.
it's on the surface it's always like, yeah, let's communicate. Yes, it's
Yeah.
easier said than done. But then were there things, and let's talk Toyin Uche one side, but also in society today,
Yes.
you know when your friend's man is getting over familiar.
Fresh.
Yes,
You
do.
know, some of these females, sometimes, I don't know if you're
And-
telling yourself something else in your brain because you kind of know. I.e., when they met on the train, for instance, your friend told you how she took him down at the wedding. You
Yeah.
knew.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
but she did.
That's what she did.
Uche was a man.
Was it rugby?
She wrestled.
Well have been.
He was. She wrestled
Might
him
as
down
well have
and she
been
touched
rugby.
down and won. Do you know what I
Word,
mean?
word,
And
word.
she was always that kind of girl
And she-
to Toyin.
Yes.
She
So
never lied
Toyin
about who
knew
she
that.
was.
Toyin knew that.
So Toyin knew that.
Toyin
Yes.
knew
Did
that.
Uche know what Toyin would do?
That's why I'm asking this
Uh-huh.
question. That when the guy on the train is saying to you, "Oh, okay, we are stuck. Let's have dinner." Oh, girl, why are you having dinner with someone that you knew that you're
No,
pregnant?
honestly, that's just typical, and I feel like that's really important. But the thing is, in the beginning, she wasn't checking for Akin Sunday. She wasn't trying
Please
to.
don't call him Akin.
Well,
You never do.
well, I know that's his wife. His wife called him Akin, but I don't know. In the script, it was Akin for a second.
Yeah,
But anyway,
yes.
the issue is, she, and I'm not making excuses for
Yeah.
Toyin because it's very hard to be in this seat right now.
Have you ever
saying-
done that kind of thing?
I
It
before?
looks like the hot
never.
You've never ever looked at
Ever.
your friend's man and thought,
Never. I mean,
They
if
don't
it's
do 'em to
hot,
you
I would
before.
check. Yes, it's happened to me before actually.
So-
But I had already broken up with him. So my friend dated him after.
Were you okay with
That's
them
okay.
dating?
I was okay.
Let's be honest. Were you really, really okay?
Well, maybe subconsciously I was like, so I have to be careful. Maybe yeah, I
Like
need to look out
so.
for you. You know what I mean?
Why?
But it didn't matter to me. And they went on to date and get married.
So you
Yeah, I didn't die.
Okay,
you know,
but-
like I had no feelings for him anymore.
Instead,
mine didn't even
your
happen once.
okay.
Mine happened twice. I mean, I had someone. I would really talk about the second one. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't give a. So we stayed together.
You and the guy.
The girl.
The girl, okay, kept being friends.
It being friends. You know,
Okay.
she stayed at mine.
Oh, wait, no, back. You were dating somebody and she had something to do with the person while you were dating someone. Oh,
She
wow.
even married him.
Oh,
Somebody
okay.
gets me out of this
No,
chair.
no,
And
listen.
you
That
stayed
one
friends.
Things happen,
That one
man.
hurt. I didn't stay friends with this one because she's no longer there in the marriage.
No, but we'll get there. No, I was going to get to that part. All those women that think
Yeah.
that when a man treats somebody differently, you
It's
think
gonna
there's
be
something
different with
special
you.
about
Oh
you.
no, girl.
We go get there
They said
later.
the cane that they used to cane the first wife is under the bed.
I mean,
for
we'll
the
get there
second
later,
wife.
but I want to know because I think it's very easy for us to. We hear stories like this, but I want to know how you walked through being friends with someone that did that kind of thing to you. And I want you to be honest with me. Did it ever make you question the friendship? Because you can put a blanket answer and say, life is not hard, which you said earlier. And I'm like,
honest here. So because there were two people here, the first one, yeah, I do question the fact. I questioned the second one. I didn't carry on with the friendship.
okay.
Yeah, I cut
So
her
you
off.
didn't stick around.
I cut her off immediately because that hit so bad. And the thing is, not because I wanted to marry him or anything. I didn't know what he did for a living, even though he said he did one thing. I wasn't quite sure.
Mm-hmm.
But could you deliver a letter? And then from delivering a letter, this person. But unfortunate, because when I discuss these things with my own husband now, and he's looking at me and wondering, how do people just make it seem like it's drinking water? And I said, well,
do you know what it is for me? I don't mean to cut you short. I feel like it's not about the. I like how we're not even addressing the men yet, because someone is watching this and thinking, why are we not keeping the same energy for the men? Listen, sis, for me, what Nse said is a respect thing.
Yes, it's respect.
If a nigga sends me to give Nse a letter, and that's Nse's man, oh
give
boy,
him the
give the
letter
letter.
and
If I respect you
going.
enough, why am I even going to entertain him calling me at 10 in the night?
No. That's the thing. That's the girl code. That's the thing.
It's a thing that you don't break.
But
and then the same manner in which you walk in, half the time you're never there. That's what happens. And so the first one that happened to me was a bit of that's the one that prepared me for everything else I saw. It happened, and she broke the news to me and said,
she broke the news.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, ballsy.
She did.
Yeah.
We friends.
Where did you find these kind of people?
No, she told me.
But had you broken up with the guy?
Let me say, no,
had you broken up with the guy?
Enough. I hadn't. No, we hadn't.
Oh.
They started seeing each other?
Yes.
While you were still dating the guy?
Yeah.
And she just told you?
I
mean, let's respect the babe for
that's
saying.
That's ice cold. Well...
No. So the way it was...
still, no.
I don't know. Let me call it an affair. Because let me describe the scenario. Now, you're in a car.
Okay.
At least I'm not mentioning your names, so don't go for me, okay? Because I know you'll all see this. So, imagine sitting in a car. You're sat in front as the girlfriend, and then the other chick's behind. And then so instead of shifting his gear, he's touching her. And I'm seeing that with my side eye, and I go, all right, confirmed.
You saw it.
Of course, yes, but what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you mean,
face.
what do
this
you
reminds
do?
me of another situation.
You
Go
just
ahead.
look straight on.
Girl,
It's all right. That's on them. Excuse me? You're being sneaky. That's not on me. You're being nasty.
But you saw it.
That's all right.
And you carried on the friendship?
I carried on like nothing happened.
No.
I'm evil?
Not evil. I feel like I'm not saying fight her.
I really wanted to I didn't want to say, oh, I saw it, you did it, and then I get to, because I did ask, and I was told I had paranoia.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Gaslight.
You get
gaslit for nothing. There's no need to hear that.
Yeah.
So I left it. And then when it came out, I said, okay. First question,
crazy.
Was it good?
No.
Me.
That's the first question she asked.
Yep.
I want to hear your story.
Listen, this was me and my best friend at the time. We were friends for a very long time, from when we were in secondary school. And she starts dating this guy, and then he's toasting me at the same time. So I just said, you know what, I'm going to extricate myself from this situation. To the point that there was a night that we went out and it was late. They had locked the gates. That time lag now. You know when all those Sabo Yaba places, the apartments. Yeah. So we had to now rent a place, like a guest house. So he was here. Listen.
In bed.
In bed.
Oh,
no. He was here.
Because this has happened to me before.
She was in the middle. And I was over here. And this nigga is stretching his wrinkly hands across to touch me.
Let me
it was a mistake.
What. Okay. Let me tell you what.
So, wait now. I said, am I going to tell this girl? I told her.
How did she
eventually,
she turned it for me.
We stopped being friends for a while. Because
it's so predictable.
It was about the relationship and what she was trying to get out of, which I could understand.
Yeah.
But I extricated myself. And you know, that's the girl code.
Yeah.
So she knows that even if another guy comes in front of my friend, she's not going to do that. She's going to tell me. That's what I would have expected Toyin to tell her.
Yeah,
Yes.
true.
You
But let's borrow a
understand?
book. Let's borrow a leaf in their book. Like, do you
Yeah.
think it's a hard conversation to have? Like,
Oh, definitely.
It is
It's
hard.
very
It's
hard.
very
It's
hard.
very
It's
hard.
very
I thought
hard.
and thought. I was like, how am I going to say this? How am I going to... Because you don't want to hurt your friend. This is
You
your
don't.
sister.
Oh, but my sister told me. Because when
Because
the guy...
she- oh, when
no,
she
my
saw?
own sister...
So-
No, my own sister, the guy was chasing her.
Oh.
And
this
saying
same
to her...
guy.
Hey.
This guy was quite. It's
Ran-
like it's like Sunday in the
Yes.
movie.
Sunday!
Because I'm sorry,
He was being led by his
No,
third
he
leg.
told her. He said to her, how do you put it?
Oh my
He said to her that, I love your sister, but you and I.
Hey.
So
It's the boldness.
How do you
for him.
arrange your mouth to say that?
So what happened was I said to her, oh, can you grab me some water? She looked at him head to toe and walked away.
That
I went-
was a clear
I
signal.
went,
Yeah.
and I followed
Something.
her. I said, what's going on? She goes, you want me to get him water? Tell him to stop chasing me.
I respect your sister.
My
That's-
sister is
that's
That's
what you're
the girl
supposed to do.
code.
As soon as she said it, I said to her, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
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 And
I
after
took
that,
it. After that,
how did that affect you guys?
The guy has to go. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
In my case,
But
the
some
guy
girls-
and the girl had to go. Like
Uh-huh.
for me, it was a case of you're my best friend, and I'm gonna be honest, and that's why I love this movie so much.
yes.
I hurt more for the loss of my friendship with the girl than the guy.
That's always a thing.
Absolutely.
I
That's what we heard
the
so
guy
much.
didn't. The guy was just a. He hurt, and people would say maybe because you guys were not that serious. I don't think so. I think that was my sister.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you are my sister, like the prick will rise and they would still come down.
Sorry,
I
what did you say?
mean, like
Eventually.
the
hear
erection
something.
will happen and it will like 5 minutes, 10 minutes is
found a
over.
way.
This is really uncensored.
Well, I mean,
found a
that's
way.
what podcasts are like. Sis. And you can't tell me if I'm much younger than you, but yes, you wanna,
It's
they
my
happen.
show.
It's my But what I meant is like it's going whatever you guys are doing, 10, 15 minutes maximum.
That's
it's
it.
done.
And then what?
The brokenness that you inflict on someone else who
Exactly.
loved you
Exactly.
genuinely
Exactly.
is worse for me. So sometimes when people say women give the energy to the other woman, this is the reason why. We are not excusing men for bad behavior.
No.
It's because sometimes you hurt more when
When
your
your
it's your girl.
When
like
your sister.
there are 1,001 men.
Yes.
Which is back to Tonya and Uche, for instance. That movie gave me PTSD. So they affected because I remembered
said
my
it the second
situation.
time.
It did.
Second
And I
time.
thought
For
to
emphasis.
myself,
So yes.
I understood that Tonya was dying, but bitch, you're selfish.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You're putting your friend's life on. No, there's
Yeah.
1,001 niggas out there. I would
True.
rather Toyin said, I really want to have a baby. And because they were sisters and they loved each other enough, she
She
said
can
to
tell her,
Sunday,
yeah.
can you pee in a cup? Because y'all don't have to do the do.
No. She said to
she
him.
was over
She
it.
said to him, I think I'll stop the IUI.
Yeah.
said
She
to
no,
him.
she had
Bitches
no, she
like
had,
Toyin are
was it
so
him?
heartless, though.
Was
you know?
it him? She told her doctor.
Which doctor?
She
was
told
a
her,
doctor.
the two of them at lunch,
She
when they were
told-
trying to say,
yeah.
I've stopped, that's my decision.
Yes. No,
I
but
watched
the
this
doctor was the
film,
one that told her
that
that if she didn't stop
she might
the
die.
cancer medication,
Uh-huh.
she could lose the baby.
Yeah.
But
And
you were
because this
already
is something-
pregnant and you had already told him that you were not going to go on with the IVF, love.
Yes, wait now. So what I'm saying is, for Toyin, she was also a victim of circumstances.
Which one?
Because first of
Cancer.
all, no, listen, you guys, listen. First of all, she was done with men. She didn't want men anymore. She was done. She was like, okay, I'm gonna go and
They
do this
tell
thing
themselves
myself.
that, sis.
Well, she believed it. I'm sure they believe it when they think it. You know what I mean?
I don't think they do.
Well, you have to tell yourself something when you're doing something that you know is probably not right. You have to still tell
Yes,
yourself
well,
something.
yeah.
True.
So
Yeah.
that's what she
Okay.
told
There's
herself.
a-
That look, I'm done with men. I'm
Yes.
gonna go get an IUI. She goes ahead to do it. She starts doing it, and then she finds out she has cancer. That's not her fault. That's
No,
life.
that's
that
life.
happened.
That's
so
life.
in that moment, she had to choose. Like, okay, which one is it gonna be? For me, I feel she should have told Uche,
Uche, she should
and that
have.
way they would have been on the same page and the same team. But because she knew what she was doing was wrong, she had to be selfish in that moment. And
But
she said it at the end,
Yeah.
which is why she gave her the
Sent
money, because
Yeah.
that guilt. Some
You
women
carry.
don't have even guilt.
No, they don't have conscience.
They don't have conscience.
True,
Do you understand?
true.
So
Yeah, but what makes a
Toyin
person
was-
get to that point where you don't even have conscience?
no,
It's
like
the
I
lies
don't
that
understand.
has to
There's
be-
trauma
there has to be
somewhere,
something,
childhood,
trauma.
something
Yeah,
happened.
and it's
you
the
know,
lies
like,
that they constantly tell themselves. You know, you have
Absolutely.
to sometimes.
But
you
when
find,
you sit on the bug, don't you tell yourself the truth?
some people don't tell themselves the truth.
On the bug?
On the
That's the
bug.
one place you tell
Or in the
yourself the
shower
truth.
when water is like,
True.
you know.
You know, when you sat there, your
There's
life...
no, but you know what? You know what I
convinced of
feel.
what
I feel
they're
like they
doing.
tell themselves the truth, but sometimes they have to make you the bad person to carry on with what they're doing.
Absolutely.
So in Toyin's
Oh,
head
that's
now,
okay.
let me. I can define girls like Toyin for you if you give me 5 minutes. Toyin
Five.
is
Go
always.
for it.
Take
5
two.
is too long. Take 2. Toyin is always walked in Uche's shadows. They were friends, but Uche
Yes.
was always the
Yes.
bubbly one.
Living-
So
Toyin
she
was
was
living
vicariously
vicariously
through
through.
her.
Yes. So
and at
Toyin,
a time, she wanted her
yeah,
own.
Toyin was the girl that never took risk because
Yes.
you know she just
was the
always
goody
believed 2 + 2 is
two-shoes.
4.
Yeah.
You must get 3 + 4
But
to
you
get.
know
You know,
that
but then
Uche is not the
Absolutely.
typical Nigerian girl that people would stand
I'm
No,
with.
getting
she's
there.
not.
My thing with Uche is Uche at some point in the friendship, obviously the friendship dynamic, Uche probably had to rescue Toyin all her life. You could tell. Toyin was
Toyin
the
was
girl
an
that.
orphan.
Yes.
That's her backstory.
Again, you see, I didn't even figure that out, but you could
that's
tell.
her backstory.
So in that point, it's like Uche always gets the good one.
Yes.
Let me just take this one for
For
myself.
myself.
And that's why I mean that's selfish.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
and I agree.
And that
God
relationship
said
is
that
not
she
Why
had
balanced.
did
to-
she take Chief?
Because
who
Chief
wants
is wrinkling.
Chief?
Who wants Chief?
Who wants
No, but let's
Chief?
talk about the fact that this movie did the damn thing.
Yeah.
You know how we're in Nigeria now. Let's be honest. We don't live in a climate where, like, when the guy is telling his brother, "I'm in love with them." In our heads, we're thinking it has to be Toyin who end up with because Toyin is the one that is the
she's
goody
the
two shoes. She's
Wife
the one that
material,
buys
he said it,
material.
yeah.
He
but
actually said
he
that.
fell
that.
for the bad bitch.
Yes.
How
'Cause
many
the bad bitch
men?
will
Wait,
always-
how many men will meet you with a sugar daddy? No, the sugar daddy is sponsoring your life.
Yeah.
Have the opportunity to end up with a good church-going girl, but she still say nah.
No, she put it on him.
She put it on
She
him.
put it on
There was
him.
something they shared
He
that
was
Toyin
like,
just couldn't do.
No, and yeah, absolutely, because she was a prude. In fact.
Yeah,
And but now the
prudish.
prude
She
can't
was a prude.
show Uche Pepe at the last minute. You held on to the man for so long.
Innocent, not
But
so
then-
Yeah, but
innocent.
not in the way that she really would have wanted. She knew
Really?
that it was because she was sick he was with her. She knew.
But
She
then,
knew
but,
the
but,
truth,
but
I
can we
think.
She
also
knew the truth.
She knew the
Yeah,
truth.
but,
She
but
knew.
You
can
know
we-
when she said, "Are you happy?" That question,
Yes.
that question was very pregnant.
Yes, and
When
also,
she-
but my
Oh,
thing
she
is, can
was-
we also talk about these Casanovas? Like Sunday, let's use Sunday as an example. Like,
Sunday.
why would you
Was he? Was
Sunday?
he
Why
the
was he?
termed one?
I mean,
What, a
come on.
Casanova?
When you're walking out the door,
Yeah.
your girlfriend or living lover or who you are willing to be with through her sickness and in health or whatever is in there, and you're still saying, Uche, I can't get you out of my mind.
His
I miss you.
Yeah, yeah, caught feelings.
God. These things happen.
It does.
That
they
they
do,
do.
and that's
They
why
do,
this
which is
film
quite-
resonated so
it
much. I
resonated, and it's
think.
quite
Yeah.
worrying.
God,
So let's walk through Uche's mind for a moment. Now you're dumped with a child. Do you think you'd love that child like your own?
It's his child.
I like that answer. And with
Damn.
that, we've come to the end
Damn.
of the 2022 season. Because
It is
that
his
child will be a
child.
constant reminder.
Of
It's
course.
his child, and
Of course. It's not Toyin's child again.
no, listen. Well,
like
it
I
can't
feel
just
bad
be
for
yours.
Toyin.
It can't just be yours alone. It's both of you. You created that.
So how do you?
Was
cope
it
with that?
out of love from your side? Yes.
Selfishness, not love.
No,
circumstance?
she was in love. She says she loved him.
She didn't love him.
She
She
did
didn't
say
love him.
love
It's
you.
because
She
Uche
said,
had
"I
him.
love you," and he never
She
returned.
didn't mean it.
How then? Really?
He never-
That
he-
means Toyin was not that good, though. If you
She
say, how
was-
can she say I love you?
I
Without
mean,
meaning
at
it?
But
that
the-
point,
but the
at
guy-
that
the guy
point,
never
they're
said it back to
together.
her.
He
Yeah,
never
he
said
did. He just said, he
back.
said, love you.
No, he
too,
said
or
you
what?
too.
You too. He said you too.
That was wonderful. If you ever have to text a guy, I love you, and he goes, you too.
You too.
Nigga,
I'll
back,
throw
back,
it-
back,
throw
back.
it my phone.
You know, and this was when she was puking, and he was running to
Yeah.
go meet her, meet Uche.
That was psychology. Toyin
Yes.
was pulling psychology.
Yes,
on
I
him.
said I
Yeah.
love you. And
I
love
don't think
you
Toyin
too.
loved
Toyin
him
didn't
as well.
love
I think
him.
Toyin was
She
selfish.
just saw
and
it was
and
all
then-
about what she wanted.
Yes,
at that
and
point.
I also feel like there are also women like that sometimes you this guy would not be attracted to you
Mhm.
until you hear he's with this person.
It's also the thing where things begin to look a lot more attractive to you when someone else has been there, because you know that, oh, there's a chance that, you probably never rated them.
Yeah, but it works for me the other way around though. Like if I know that he's been with my friend, I don't think I don't think I can even. I lose interest
value
from
and
you.
interest.
I lose interest. I just don't think I'm that good because I will always.
No.
Especially if I still want to keep the friend in my life.
Yes.
I will now always wonder, like, okay, so they used to date. So 5 years down the line, we're married now. We're all going to an event. And would I be able to leave them in a room together if they're stuck in a city together? Am I sure it's just going to be high and
You
by?
have gone far.
No, that's why I can't.
Toke has left us.
That's why I can't be in that situation
no, but
though,
for
because I
real.
will always wonder
Yeah.
if they're stuck in a place. If I'm,
Can never be me.
yeah,
Can never be me.
I just don't think.
Women friendships also drift.
Yes.
Sometimes you're in your own world,
Yes.
and your friend is there in their own
In their
world.
own world.
Let's
And
talk about
you
how
don't
do you
collide.
guys collide again? Because I know that's very popular. Like sometimes it's not fights.
Yeah, it's not
It really
fights.
is just
it's
life
just
happening
life.
to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
For me, right, I think that true friendships can be picked up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure. If I don't see you in a bit, life's happening, and I see you, I should be able to start from where we started.
Yes.
Or rather where we stopped.
Yes.
We should keep, we can, and then fill you in on the things. Now, it is in the filling in that we filter.
That's the thing. And that's what I'm saying.
It's in the filling in that we filter. And so
because
there are
that's the kind of
reasons-
friendship they had.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
then
why
why
you
didn't they
fil- Why
filter?
you filtering?
Why are you filtering?
So for Uche, I'll say that in my head at the time, the reason why I thought Uche was filtering was because she didn't want to get judged again.
So
Feel
in
safe.
Toyin's case, then why do you
Exactly.
think she didn't tell her friend?
Why do you think Toyin didn't tell her
Uche,
friend?
like when Uche was filtering, we understood why Uche filtered because
Yes.
let's say that's the reason.
Shade.
Sometimes it's also things. Me too. I hate
Yeah.
the fact that every time you're counting men on top of my head. What happened to the last one? We
I
broke up.
know,
What happened to the last
story.
one? We broke up. So it's almost like okay,
So you don't
I feel
mention-
like the reason why Toyin didn't tell her was because she knew it was wrong. First of all, she knew it was wrong. She knew that, even if it was a one-night stand or whatever, that she's not supposed to
be with the guy.
be with a guy that she's been with. You remember she even said it to Sunday.
Yeah.
I lied to Uche today. I never lied to her.
Yes.
So when you know that you're doing something wrong, it's going to be hard for you to now go out and tell that person.
Yeah.
But I would have hoped that Tony would have still told her, regardless. Let that guilt push you to do the right thing.
Twice they tried.
Yeah,
Twice they
but
failed.
they failed.
You both gave life to that, both characters. You guys did
Thank
amazing.
you.
I mean,
Thank you so
I told you guys about how I felt. I had to call Emmy. I was like, the fuck, but apart from that, I liked also like we've talked about the negative sides, but let's also talk about the positive sides to our sisterhood. I'm a believer that sometimes your soulmate is not necessarily a man. Your soulmate might actually be
your best friend. Your
best friend,
and
your
a
sister, your this. But then also, as we talked about growing up and adulthood and changes, and I see people who have been friends from maybe secondary school.
Yeah,
I admire
my best friends like that. We're 35 years in, girl. Like we met when we were 14, and
you guys are still friends.
We're still friends.
What's the worst fight you guys have ever had?
We never fight.
Is that true friendship?
What we do is we drift.
Okay.
If there's an issue, we drift, and then life, and then we come back to each other. And I found that we've had to even work harder at maintaining the bond.
As we grow older.
Because as you grow older now, she's got her kids, I have all my older kids. So we're not on this like parallel how we used to be.
Yeah.
So we had to have a talk, and I'm like, I miss you. Like I've realized that we're not really in each other's lives anymore. Despite the fact that we're neighbors, we actually live directly opposite each other in the same estate.
Really?
That's to tell you how God loves friendship. God loves good friendship. And there was a time we were drifting and I wasn't seeing her inside the same Lagos. So she was in VI, I was in Ikoyi. Now we find each other in the same. So that was God saying, oh yeah, boom.
Yes.
And we did that, and we're still doing that.
Boom.
Yes. Work it out. But now I find that now because she's at a different stage in her life.
Yeah.
Love you, Lee. This is you. So we have to work harder at maintaining that. So we have to say, okay, we've not seen this week. Oh yeah, let's where we meeting. RSVP.
But do you guys tell each other everything?
We tell each other everything.
Oh, that's amazing. What about you? Do you have such friendships from?
But she's the only one.
Okay.
I
So
have
she's
about
like,
maybe 3 in this world. And I think when you're in the public eye, it's even harder.
It's harder.
to have friends.
Because you're not sure what people are
35?
coming around for.
Let me say 35 years.
Yeah.
She takes the cake. 35
Yeah.
years. Other people
And I
that
have old friends. I have my old friends.
Yeah, I have all my old friends.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. You know, it's so weird when I say
it's funny.
But there are
I
not
didn't speak
many,
to them.
Abby.
No.
Because you can't spread
You
yourself
can't.
thin.
So and we didn't speak for like a whole year.
Yeah,
Like
it
that.
happens.
And then
Could be not years.
when they call, they say, "Look at you." I'm like, "I'm sorry."
and you just pick up from them.
And they don't judge.
They don't judge
They don't
me
judge.
because I'm the one who withdraws. It's not them.
Yeah.
I'm the one who withdraws. I withdraw because I'm constantly having to play other people. I think it's my job as well.
Yeah, work is
So because
crazy.
I
Sometimes
constantly,
it's a lot.
It's
Yeah.
a lot. And then that one moment you want to sleep, I know that I should sacrifice it, but if I sacrifice it, I could die. So let me
take this.
Let me take it.
Yeah.
And your real friends will understand.
And my real
and
friends
not hold it
understand that.
against
So
you.
I never get those things from them that, oh, you didn't call me. No.
Yeah. I can't have friends like that.
And
I
high
can't.
maintenance
It's too
friendships for me
it's
are
too
like too
demanding.
much.
There's no need for us
Too
to have
demanding.
those.
I think in my life, Insa said something off camera that got me thinking, you know, it's real. To be a friend, you have to have friends, you have to be a friend.
Yep.
Have I been an excellent, and this is not me being hard on myself, I don't think I've been as excellent a friend to all the friends I've had in my life. I know they're better friends to me than I am to them. This is coming from a place of humility.
Okay.
So I'm always telling my friends, like,
That's
I know
what
I
I
could do
meant.
better. I know I could call more.
That's my line every time.
Yeah,
Well,
but I
that's
also think
good. At least
it's
even
also from a place of
acknowledging.
trauma as well. I have a lot of
Yes.
trust
Of
issues. Do you know what I
course,
mean?
of course.
And trusting people is hard.
It's
So
very
sometimes
hard.
I've also been beaten really badly. I mean, I told you I had a best friend who we wore the same outfits, did the same hair.
Oh, that
The
would
reason
be-
why the
Oh,
guy
that's-
the reason why the guy slept with her, probably he thought it was me. Like we were that close. We were like twins. I swear, we were
You could
so
have forgiven.
close.
Abby?
I mean,
But
I
that one
couldn't
was hard.
forgive that because why didn't I forgive? I both of them had to go. This
No,
wasn't hard on her. My thing was the fact that when I even spoke to her about it, there was no humility. She felt like, now, but you shouldn't really come in between both of us. And I'm like,
Say
really?
what now? The
Promise me.
audacity.
I walked in, by the way, on them. Like it wasn't even like it happened and I heard. I walked in, closed the door, and apologized to them. Sorry. Because you don't know how you act when you're in that kind of
Yeah, it's
situation.
true.
It's almost like
Until
you're
the
walking
thing
on two people
happens.
naked and you're like, shh, sorry.
First of
So-
all, and then you're like,
That's what happened to me. So I opened the door. She's riding him, and I'm like, shit.
no.
I swear. I'm like, sorry. So I closed the door back. I sit on the table. I'm like, what
did I
just
just
happened
watch?
right now? Then I go back to the room and I open the door, and if a pin dropped, it would have been the loudest sound ever. They were both. She was wearing her clothes.
Oh,
He
Lord.
was just laying there,
Oh,
and I went over to
beautiful.
the side of the bed where we would normally sleep, and I think I picked my charger or something, and I went to sleep in the guest room and left them there. That's how you know that I suffer from delayed reaction. One,
Yeah.
I suffer from it took me so long, and in therapy to realize that I don't react almost immediately. I'm the kind of person that it might take me 3 days. I'll just wake up and be like,
Yes,
shh.
yes.
What was that?
I think it's a trauma response.
It's a trauma response.
They're
They're fun,
I know
they
where
have
mine
fun.
came from.
Yeah.
Mine came from the fire explosion that happened when I was 8. I think, it took therapy to get me to the point where I could even
Face
utter
it.
these words, like just
Wow.
watching my mom burn and just,
Oh,
I hid in the dark.
okay.
I couldn't let them see me. Do you know what I mean? And if I knew that was the last time I was going to see my parents, maybe I should have run out to be like, but I couldn't let, I think I froze.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
You
so
don't.
it,
That's
it
so-
happens
you
to me a lot. So
can't
I
drop
freeze.
up.
Yeah, so I
bomb
freeze a
like
lot. Like when
that.
things happen to me, the way I react is
I mean, really?
yeah, I
can't do that.
freeze. But I thought you knew this. It's been so long ago. Are you gonna
bless.
cry?
She is crying already.
God, don't
Go to
make me
work,
cry,
son.
'cause that
Yeah,
happened
You
to
have to
me.
cry right out. You.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Thank God I'm wearing sunglasses. Yeah. So I think I've had to be tough. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then when things happen to me, I'm not the first person to react.
Word.
It might take me 3 days to find which it did. So it was like a week later I spoke to this person.
Yes, fight, flight, fawn, or freeze. Those are the four.
I definitely
those are the
freeze.
4
I'm
responses.
like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm
So
a bit of a
yeah.
of a
So
fight
over
or
the years, I
fawn.
haven't really been. So maybe I don't trust people.
And that's understandable.
and that is
You just have to,
fine.
at least you're even aware.
You're
You're mindful
aware of it.
enough to even know And that's a step in the right direction.
And I probably
Yes,
have
it is.
maybe hurt a lot of people who meant well in terms of friendships. And if you guys are watching, I'm sorry. I'm
she's
still trying to
sorry.
figure out my life.
No, the
you know
truth
what I
is,
mean?
the truth is, we've all done things where.
I mean, I haven't slept with
Yeah,
anybody's
we're not
man.
proud of- yeah, but because you know what that's
Do
like.
you know? Mm-hmm.
If I've slept with somebody's man,
Knowingly.
not in my friendship
In your
circle.
friendship circle.
I mean, have I someone I don't know? Maybe
Yeah,
I don't
which
know you
one?
now. I don't send
But
you now.
no.
I don't know you
So-
now. We're not friends.
Talk about owning her.
But I made you laugh.
Yeah.
You did, thank
You are
you.
running the whole gamut
She's
now.
literally
Okay,
crying.
so-
You're like a Sunday affair right now.
I know.
People say that all the time. It's like I laughed and then I
I
cried.
cried. I
was
cried. I
upset.
cried when I was reading when she
was
at the end.
Yeah,
The letter,
that
I
was
cried.
so
I
intense.
cried. I was just like,
So,
yeah, that was a lot. But well done to
Well,
you
thank
guys for
you.
bringing the character.
Thank
And if you
you.
haven't watched The Sunday Affair, it is streaming on Netflix.
Yes.
You have no excuse.
I would say, yeah, I think we're still top 10 in about
Yeah.
14, 15 countries.
That's
It's
amazing.
crazy.
Yeah.
I like that
It's
it
been-
And where
celebrates
it's
friendship.
resonating too,
Yeah.
like Panama, Luxembourg,
Belgium.
the UK,
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
course,
the UK.
Barbados,
Yeah,
Jamaica.
Oh, they are huge
like,
fans
they
of
are-
like African content.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
When I
they
went
are.
to Barbados, it was
Yeah.
insane.
They
Like
know
in the
who you are from the
taxis,
airport.
I swear that my husband and I were like Jay-Z and Beyonce. It
Yeah,
wasn't even funny.
yeah.
Like at the
Oh,
beach.
Yeah.
Did you know?
And
No, I'm
then
not
I had
even
my
like-
locks,
Yeah,
so they were
it's
going
like,
mental.
I met a
'cause, like,
Jamaican lady once who worked in a hotel in New York. And the moment she knew I was Nigerian, all she always asked me about Genevieve, Dakore, Nse, all of the people. I was just like, you do know I know these people, right?
Like, yeah,
She's like,
she
"You
wouldn't even
know
believe her
them?
head.
You see
You
that?
know
you know
them?
that.
Can you
I'm like,
imagine? Like we fell from the sky.
Yeah, but then also, you guys have been at this thing much longer
Yeah.
than I have. So
Yeah,
it was
well.
amazing. It was
But
amazing.
you've
to
Your
come to
path
join
has been
us now.
amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, no, it's
Your
okay.
path has been amazing.
Something,
Thank
she's a
you.
spectacular
So
human
never
being.
say
for my
they
sisters,
came.
You know, I've
guys.
known,
You're doing
like,
it.
Thank you
it's
so
a long
much.
time.
This is what the movie is about. I like celebrating womanhood. I love how we can scold ourselves in this
Mhm.
conversation because we did call her.
Of
I'm not
course.
one of the people that will believe because women should get along, we should also overlook some bad
No, we have
traits.
to talk
bad
about
behavior
everything.
is bad
Yeah, we
behavior.
scold
Yeah.
ourselves, we love on ourselves,
Yes.
we cheer each other on,
Yes.
and we root for ourselves. And I think that's what life is all about.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's do
I
more
think
of
we
that,
should
please.
we should be more accepting, understanding of where people are coming from.
Yeah.
Because trauma is real.
Trauma is
True.
real.
You know, so
True.
you see,
Oh,
traveling, not being able to stay in one place for more than 3.5, 4 years, all through my growing up years, I don't know how to keep anything.
Yeah, friends, things. Yeah, because you
yeah,
just feel the
very.
change.
I feel that
would
they're
do
gonna
it to
go.
you, for
Yeah.
sure.
So
Yeah.
there's always that thing of
Why hold on to
why
it
hold
anyway?
on
It's
to
gonna
something
go.
that's going to go.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this. I'm sure you at home have laughed, you've cried, you've been on this excellent journey with us, and that's what Toke Moments is all about. Make sure you catch the movie on Netflix. Of course, it stars Nse and Dakore as the Toyin and
And
Uche on a Sunday affair. Shout out to MA as well. A brilliant job.
Yes,
And,
brilliant
yeah,
story, brilliant script.
Until I chat with you guys again, you never know who's going to be in my chair. I promise you, my set is going to change because I don't like how they're sitting rigid. I'm going to change the set and I'm going to invite you guys next.
Okay.
So we're going to have like now we must come in the theme of Sunday affair pajamas. And then we can hear
a
you
day.
bitch for 1 hour about being a mom. And then I'll hear you
I
bitch
can
about
bitch about
bitch up, whatever you need to bitch about.
it's a
It's
date.
a date.
It's a
So
date.
whenever you guys are done filming, I'm going to keep reminding you we are
Okay.
going to do Toke Moments again, and it's just going to be 1 hour of me listening to you
I
guys
love it.
bitch.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
We should do it.
Now they've agreed. So
Yes, and you have it on camera and in on the
audio.
so,
You
yeah.
can stream on all platforms and look forward to that. Thank you guys.